Hello, Ophiucus. Yes, I included you guys in this reading because of course I did. So let's get some cards for Ophiucus. You may have Ophiucus in your big three or may just be interesting in your chart. Either way, feel free to watch this one, see what you make of it. So Ophiucus is the 13th zodiac sign, which is omitted from many systems. I think it's interesting to include it, and I think we do well to include it because it takes us to 13 signs, which is the same number as the number of moons in a year. We have 13 moons, and we've gotten too far away from the natural cycles of things. And we got a bit too much in our heads, and we went along with the patriarchal systems of doing things under the energy of number 12, which is the number of perfect governance. So, of course, they've got us all wrapped up and under control. Of course they have. That's what 12 does. Silly of us to think otherwise, really. So, we're going to take a card from the Mushroom Spirit Oracle. Golden Teacher, Magic Mushroom. Of course, Ophiucus got the Magic Mushroom. The Wounded Healer got the Magic Mushroom. On 15.6, and your word is introspection. Alrighty. Okay. Next, we're going for a spirit animal card. Then we will get a card from the Secret Language of Light. 28, Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. 37, Focus. Okay. Okay, so I have some things to say. First of all, I think the Ophiucus reading is going to be relevant to anyone with any Ophiucus in your chart, to be honest. It doesn't have to be in your big three. It's such a rare and special sign that if you have it, I'd recommend anyone watching this one. Anyway, so the Frog Spirit's interesting on 28. We're in a 28 year. 2026. 28 is one of the numbers that comes through for 2026. It's a number that affects the collective, so not just the individual, it's our collective destiny on 28, 10, 1. The reason I say that is because 28, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, and in numerology we always try to reduce to one digit, and we look at the numbers that appear in between as well. So, very interesting year for cleaning house for my Ophiucus friends here, to focus on what it is that we are supposed to be doing. The Wounded Healer comes in to remind us who we truly are and what our soul's path and mission is. Never mind the fact that 2026 is a magical manifesting year and we can all make loads of money, because apparently we can. That remains to be seen, but that's what I keep being told over and over again, so why the heck not? So, Golden Teacher, I love that we have a magic mushroom here. So we actually have a psychedelic mushroom for Ophiucus, because of course we have, on 15.6 energy. So it is the mind and the heart working very much together here to lead the individual, but it is the higher mind, the uninhibited mind, the mind that is not controlled by the lower ego, that is not controlled by our perceptions of the world that we learned from our parents and school and society and politicians and nations and religion and other nonsense. It is the true self, the true mind, the higher mind, which is guiding us in 2026. If only we would listen to it, because we must be introspective. We must listen to that voice of higher wisdom when it speaks to us, because there is a lot to be learned here. There is a lot of spiritual knowledge coming through hard and fast for Ophiucus. Clear out the clutter. Yes, this could be talking about clearing physical clutter from your home. Maybe there are some things you need to get rid of. Emotional clutter. Maybe there are people in your life that you need to step away from. Or it could be spiritual clutter or mental clutter, and by that I mean thought patterns that are no longer helpful, no longer serving us, that we really need to drop. Beliefs that are unhelpful, maybe we should start to question them and look at whether they are really true, or whether we're repeating them because we think that's what society tells us makes us a good person. Okay, is that really true, or is that just something I think I have to say, or that I think I have to say that I believe, to the point where I convince myself that I believe it, so it must be true? But is it really? Is it true? So I think we will be looking at truths within ourselves. And with the focus card here on 37, 10, 1, so we've got another 10. It is a 10-year, it's a 10-1 year. Lots of change, lots of sweeping change is the word I want to use for Ophiucus here. It advises us to focus on our inner heart, so as opposed to our outer heart, of course. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the magic mushrooms. It's not my fault. Focus on the wisdom that comes from the heart, from that energy center. The heart has its own wisdom, and it knows a lot more than the brain does. The brain's pretty stupid when it comes down to it. It's basically a program, a computer program that runs various different systems in our body. We are encouraged to look at higher love. Look at this heart up here, and this DNA strand coming down here. A double helix. So it feels like there are upgrades happening to our spiritual DNA here. There's a lot of wisdom that will be available to us if we focus, if we pay attention, or we could easily miss it. It could easily pass us by. Not to say that we couldn't learn it at a point in the future, but I think it would be a mistake to not listen, to not question everything that we think we know in this year. So it is a year of deep introspection, spiritually guided deep introspection, where we can reach new, higher levels of intelligence, spiritual intelligence, and also fulfillment.